Okay, so this is another quick product tutorial, and this particular one is going to focus on using these brushes from the Sci-Fi Fantasy FX brush pack. There's about 20 brushes that come with these, and what you want to do first is bring up your brush presets window. This is basically where you're going to be able to see all your brushes, and they will be listed by name and number. And this particular pack comes with 20 brushes, so I actually made a variety of brushes that you can use for these type of effects. And what you want to do is first off load the brushes into your Photoshop, and that's very easy. You just want to go to load brushes and then select the brush set that you're loading in and hit open, and that'll load in all the brushes into your Photoshop. This particular brush set was designed for CS5. I may be able to also make a version for CS4, but at this time this will only be available for CS5, taking advantage of the new Photoshop brush engine. Again, these brushes are meant to be energy swirls and sort of the sci-fi fantasy look FX brushes. I'm sure you see this effect all the time in film production, in video games, also used widely in advertising. You know, films like Harry Potter especially, or X-Men. You will see a lot of this stuff, so it comes in really handy when you're doing concept art to do this. And you know, I've been using these type of brushes for a while, and I've spent quite a bit of time coming up with a brush set that makes it really easy for the concept artist to quickly create these. So let's get to it. I am going to select the color, and I have a new layer, and all I'm going to do is make sure that this layer is set to screen mode. So the one that I'm going to paint on, or my effects layer, I just want you to make sure that you set this to screen. So once you have that, you can start selecting each brush, and you can also use a combination of these brushes to come up with hundreds and hundreds of different sort of values and effects to get that type of look and feel. But I'm going to start off with brush number 1, or you can also do this by going to your brush presets, and you can select them easily from here. You can also change the view to thumbnails so you can see, or you can do, I usually put it to large list. So I'm going to start out with the first one, which is the brush that basically will give you an excellent variety of effects. And what I'm doing is really, I'm taking advantage of the pressure sensitivity, and I'm just really letting it swirl, and it's creating a lot of stuff. And these are all created at 250 pixels, so it's 300 dpi, and you can basically make them smaller and go in and add additional sort of effects to these brushes. I'm going to switch to a couple other ones, and I'll tweak the color. As you can see, it's really easy to use these brushes, and you can get some incredible cool designs, and you can save these out and do so much with these brushes. I usually use couple different sort of brushes, but I wanted to make sure that this pack came with a really nice variety of stuff that you can use for various projects, whether you're working on a concept piece or you're working on something for advertising. It really comes in handy being able to create different swirls and effects. I'm going to switch to a couple other brushes so you can see the effects that you can achieve. Again, this is just a quick review of the brush. I will most likely do another paint over just to show you the kind of things that you can do. I'll just delete this layer, create a new one, continue selecting some of these other brushes, so you can get some really cool stuff in here. And again, just because the opacity changes, that makes it really easy to to get the convincing effect as they are, you know, fading in and out. Here's another really cool one, and as you can see, these brushes are very high quality. These are all created at 300 dpi, and you can see how clean the edges are as it fades out. I'll show you a couple other ones. So it's kind of similar, kind of like using the 2D brushes in ZBrush. As I'm basically laying down my stroke, it generates all these cool organic sort of shapes, and that's what's really cool about this brush set. If you're on a deadline and you're trying to do some really cool, interesting stuff, you can just do this on the fly. It's very, very easy to use this brush, and by simply adding and using the other brushes, the combination of things that you can come up with is just really endless. You can also do a lot of like electricity effects, you know. Again, you can just do so much with this brush set, and I'm finally glad that I made this available, because I got a lot of emails, and you know, over the years people have been asking me what I have been using, and if it was 3D, but I've been actually mostly hand painting these, but you know, having a brush pack that does it easily makes it really convenient. So anyways, these are the brushes that I have. You can also go in and check them out on the VFXworkshops.com website. You can see how these brushes kind of look like individually. And if you have any questions, please email us at info@vfxworkshops.com. Thank you.